What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you two players that we could get via trade before the draft. So make sure you comment down below. Craig and I read all of your comments. We learn from them. Let me know if I'm crazy or if this makes sense. And other people read your comments as well. That's the great thing about YouTube. You can really see and get information from other people. So the first one is Shaquille Griffin that I think we could trade for. And both of these guys are secondary guys. So it's a move in which, and what I like about this article, it gives you somewhat of a projection of what you'd have to give up for him. So he's 27 years old, plays a premium position, had 2 strong seasons with the Seahawks, and then he lands here with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now what we'd have to give up to get a veteran corner that fills a spot right away is a 5th round this year and a 6th round next year. So in the past, you'd think, all right, go for that, right? That's a no-brainer. But Brad Holmes is really good late round. He's proved it. So I don't love doing this, but I also love the idea of landing a nice, solid, semi-young corner at a position of absolute need versus taking a corner high. We've looked at the big board in the draft, and there's a lot of corners, but you don't want to take a guy at 6, maybe even 18. You don't know. So this is a way to get a guy for basically look at it like a 5th-round pick this year, 6th-round pick next year. So the first one, Shaquille Griffin. Let me know your thoughts on that. I like it. I like it because you don't have to use a premium pick on a corner this year, or you still can, and now you've really changed your cornerback position because Okudah, Jerry Jacobs are all that we really have right now. Okudah, who knows? Jerry Jacobs I like, but he's not premier by any means, but I still like him. The other guys, Owarie, Mike Hughes, they're all maybe moving on, maybe not. In any case, they're nice, solid backups, but they're not what we exactly need. So the next guy I want you to take a look at is Chuck Clark from the Ravens. Here's what I love about him as well. He's 27. He's due to be a free agent, I think, in 2024, but he plays well, plays a lot. He's very versatile, and he's not a coverage guy, but he's a good run stuffing safety. So Tracy Walker is more hybrid. You've got Kirby Joseph, more ball hawk, less physical, where Chuck Clark is a physical, solid dude that could come in safety position. And he's kind of like, what's his name that we have? I can't think of his name from the Ravens that, sorry, I can't think of his name. Super physical as well. He's a little bit more hybrid in that he can play the pass a little bit better, but still you get Chuck Clark safety, but you have to give up a little bit more, a 3rd-round pick and a 4th-round pick next year. So I don't think I love that one, but it's a modest cap hit of only 6.3 million. The secondary needs help. Our whole defense needs help, and we can't lose sight of that. And I got one more for you that I just that I have in another article. Our defense needs help, and we need a secondary help. We need up the middle. We got to stop the run, but our secondary is really bad, really thin, and it's something that we have to address. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on those two guys, and if it's something that we should trade for, or do you not like trading at all? I'm good with not trading and letting Brad Holmes do his thing. I'm good with that as well. And probably that's where I'm leaning, because you are going to pick up a guy, give up draft picks, and he's older, and it's impending free agency in the following year or two. So you might lose him anyway. So I'm talking myself out of this already. I'm talking myself out of my own idea of a video. Is you don't trade, really. I mean, that it's a fun exercise, and it always look at it and you think, why don't you do that? 5th round or a 6th round? Because what you should have is a GM that can but could potentially find a 5th-round pick, 6th-round pick, James Houston, Malcolm Rodriguez. They're cheap, they're young, and they're going to be with your team for 4 to 5 years at a cheap price. And so you keep building that out, and there all of a sudden you have an option where you're flexible. So you don't trade. In fact, you get as many draft picks as you possibly can. So, by the way, working on the new studio. It's under construction. We'll get her going here. Don't worry. But I don't know why I thought I should say that. Another thing, Craig and I are doing memberships. Get ready for that. It's priority comment responses, and we're going to do members only live streams coming up to the draft, as we're kind of in a, not a dead period, but we're kind of getting ready to really get into mock drafts and player profiles and going into the draft. And it's going to be really exciting. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about trading for a veteran before the draft, or do you just keep your picks and go hard once you're in the draft? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you.